Hello everyone, I'm Amy, and on behalf of HIKO, I would like to show you how to fix holes and tears in your neoprene today. Here we have the three most typical rips and holes. The first one is a puncture from a stick or something, then a big hole that you usually create on your knees, and then this bigger hole that usually happens when you hang your suits inappropriately on a fence or somewhere like this. So the first one we're gonna repair is the pinhole. For this one, you're gonna need sharp scissors. Then you're gonna need something to put under the neoprene you're gonna repair to not make a big mess. Then we're gonna use an adhesive, something like Aquasure, and it's usually accompanied by a little brush like this. And yeah, that's it, let's go. So for the purpose of the video, we chose a colored neoprene, which is green from the outside and black from the inside. And first we want to start with cleaning the edges of the hole, so it's not fussy like this. Just gonna carefully trim it. Once that's done, we can use water with soap or alcohol to clean it from any dirt. This neoprene is pretty clean, so we're gonna leave it like this. And then we're gonna move on to the adhesive. This one's Aquasure. Something similar can be found in a kayak shop nearby the place where you paddle. It's accompanied by this little brush, and for an easier manipulation, I would recommend to trim the brush, because at the end it's more loose and it's harder to be precise with it. So we're gonna trim the brush. Something like this. And with neoprene, there's one important thing you need to know. Inside of the neoprene there is this part, which is a foam, which is from both sides covered with the nylon fabric, and the foam part doesn't absorb the glue as much as the nylon part. So if you are putting glue on the foam part, you don't need to put as much of it. And if you are putting glue on the nylon part, it's good to actually do 2 layers of the glue. The first one gets absorbed into the nylon, and the second one actually does the job of sticking the neoprene together. We'll open the adhesive. Put a little bit of it on the brush. And then put it on the inside of the hole. Try not to put too much of it there, because the foam doesn't absorb it, so it would take ages until it dries enough. Then let the adhesive air dry for approximately 5 to 10 minutes or until tacky to the touch, and then press the edges of the hole together. Create a bit of pressure around it so that it sticks together. After pressing it together, let it air dry for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then put an extra layer on top of the hole. Once again, put a bit of glue on the brush, and this time, because we are putting it on the nylon part of the neoprene, it will absorb the glue much better than the inside of the hole. So we will put actually 2 layers. The first one will just soak in, and the second one will create the protection layer over the tear. After letting it air dry for 5 to 10 minutes, I'm gonna put the final second layer on top of it to seal it. Here you can be a bit more generous with the glue, because you will leave it dry probably overnight anyway. Okay, that's it. Now that's done, and we can move to another hole. The second type of the hole we're going to repair is a big hole that you will need a patch for. So first we will have to create a patch of an appropriate size. So I'll put it around the hole. With my fingers I will feel where approximately the hole is. Then I will create a little line on top of the neoprene. So because I need to know where to cut it. The patch should be big enough so that it's not on the edge of the hole but a bit further from it. Then I'll take the scissors, cut the patch. Now I'm gonna take the pencil and put the patch on the hole where I want it to be and draw a little circle around it, create a border of where the glue is gonna go. The patch should be big enough so that there is enough room from the edge of the hole so that it can hold the neoprene properly and it doesn't rip off that easily. Because this hole is quite big, we're gonna carefully hold the patch where we want it, turn it around and take the pen again and make a little circle with it where the glue is not gonna go this time. And now apply the glue, quite a thin layer. So the first layer of the glue is gonna get absorbed into the nylon part of the neoprene. Then we will let it dry and then we will apply a second layer that is actually gonna do the work of sticking the patch and the neoprene together. Here you can see how the glue has soaked in. So now we are actually gonna put a second layer on top of it so that it will stick together. When the second layer of the glue is tacky, we can finally attach the patch. Firmly press it, create a pressure so that it sticks together well. Now that we have stick the patch, we're gonna put the glue around it so that we seal it and we prevent it from peeling off. If the first layer of the glue gets too absorbed, don't be scared to put on another one. Now we're gonna repair the third hole, the most common one. And for that, for a cleaner and easier process, we're gonna help ourselves with the paper tape around the edges, like this. When we have the neoprene covered with the tape, it's good from various reasons. First, it's easier to manipulate with the neoprene like this because it gets more stiff. And also, you don't get the neoprene messy around the tear. So, once again, we're gonna glue the neoprene together. Hold it close together like this. And then take the glue and apply it to the edges. Now that it has dried and we've pressed it together, we're gonna stitch it together also. We can either use polyester thread. In case you're not sure which thread you have at home, you can also use a dental floss instead. So let's begin. Like this. And now we will make the final stitch. That's gonna make the thread stay at the end of it. In case you have a thick neoprene, you can do a blind stitch. That means you don't go all the way through the foam of the neoprene with the needle. And here on the other side, you can see that it didn't like go through all the way. Now that we've stitched it together, you might think it's over, but it's glue time again. We will put 2 layers of glue on top of the seam and then it's done. So now all 3 kinds of holes are repaired. I hope you found these tips useful and it will help prolong lifespan of your neoprene gear. If you're not sure how to repair the hole on your gear, you can of course send it to the HIKO factory and we can repair it for you. Alright, that's all. I'll see you out there.